and live on the Zoom. Alex, your camera's not on yet, but Leo is in. We've got 2 second cups in. That's it. I can see you now. Well done. I can see the Leo, and I can see, well, the camera's on, and the Alex. You're miles away, Alex. Are you all right over there? Guys, so all that's it is back on now. I'm on the Facebook and YouTube, and I'm on the Zoom. And we've got two red belts. All right, chariot, kyone. Let's get cracking. We are going to cover Hwarang. We are. We might even have a little look at Chungmu, but let's look at some techniques first. The first one, we will do it from twin forearm block, then the upward punch. Olio Churugi. Let me see you do twin forearm block. Come forward a little bit. Come forward to the camera a little bit. That's it. Twin forearm block, and then Olio Churugi. Let me see. Oh, someone else is coming in. Adam's coming in. I don't know what he's doing in this one for. He should be in the last one. Adam, this is not your session. Adam, this is not your session. What does the session say? Now, take your microphone off. I don't want to see your face. Not being horrible, but it's recording, and I don't want to see you on here, right? Right? This is black belts and red belts and above. I'm going to kick you off. This is for black belts. Okay, even though you're on there, you should be on Zoom. For black belts, should be on Zoom only. Right? I'm going to have to make it Zoom only. Although you can only get access to the black belt group if you've been invited. We shall have to make sure Alex, Norton, and Leo are in the group, because it's red belts and above are the black belt club, as far as I'm concerned. Because ultimately, you've made all this effort to get to red belt. Yeah, then you're only 2 belts away from. It's not to say you'll stay, but hopefully you do, and you earn your black belt. Right? Okay, so let's start. You're practicing. Good job. Yeah, Alex is practicing anyway. Come on, Leo. I want to see you. I'm going to make sure that 1, the stance is correct, and 2, you're hitting to the right place. Okay, let's stop there. I can see both of you doing a similar thing, right? Here, down, up, down. When you're in the stance, don't bounce up again. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. So you have to complete the first technique before you start the second one. Down, up, down. Finish. Tick. Next one. Yeah? Go, let's see the first move. Twin forearm block. Now let's see the first one only and stop. Come on, Alex. Okay, so this is a habit you have to get into. You have to complete that action first before you move on to the second one. So now let's do the second one. Go. Down, up. Now, did you drop down first? When you were here, did you drop down first? Try it again. And try it on both sides. That's your exercise. So from here, oh, Lorcan's in on the Facebook. Okay, so for black belts, it's basically for all the groups I've been doing. Once you do a technique, make sure you tick off, I'm in stance, I've done the technique. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. Okay, that's what red belts are doing. Can you keep practicing, Leo? Don't stop and stand around. You've got to practice. That's it. Complete the action, then move on to the second one. There's no stopping now. Alex is carrying on, you carry on. For black belts, we're going to do scooping in sitting. The two hands have to work. You see where the breath is? And the knees and the hands. This one, the hand comes back to the hip. I'll do it this way. So the hand doesn't come back to the hip until I stand up. That's your practice. First degree and above, but it's only first degree it's watching. Scoop and down. This is a connecting motion, and then down and punch. I know it's from Quebec, but just carry on anyway. So for Leo, when you're here, Leo, two hands have to work. At the moment, you're kind of leaving this one to, you can leaving it there and then bringing it. So what you've got to do is down, up, a bit like one yo. Yeah? Here, twin forearm, then here, then punch. So practice that again. Use both arms. Down, up. That's a bit better. Still needs a bit of work. Don't straighten the arm. Don't straighten it. Here, lift it. So like you've got a big newspaper, or you've opened the curtains. Woohoo! Yeah? Same thing. Try that. That's it. That's good. That's a better one. But for both of you, ninth cups, second cups, when you're doing the punch, it's not to the camera. It's not here. I'm not punching you. I'm punching this guy here. It's not here at the front. It's over there slightly, because you have to be in an L stance. If you turn the body, you've broken your L stance. It's not an L stance anymore. It's a broken L stance. We don't have broken L stances. First degrees. Timing, punch. All right, we're going to move on to another exercise in a minute, but it's about timing and stance. All right, we're going to move on now for the second cups. All right, so second cups. Punching, one. Now what happens here? I don't turn and hide my hand. I don't turn like this. I don't turn away. If I'm facing you, I'm going to be here. Right? Even that was wrong. Sorry, I'll do that again. Here. Yeah? My hand actually stays where it is. But my elbow, my body move in towards it. So if I had something, I haven't got anything, but I'll see if I can find something for next time. But I can use this, right? If that was a long stick, that would be an example. Yeah. There. It doesn't come in, doesn't move. It stays exactly where it is. I move. And then I kick. So you can practice that. The punch, grab, release and side kick. And with the release and side kick, I want you to pick your knee up high. Come on, Neil. Practice. Move. Yeah, nice side kick, but your toes are slightly high. Bring your toes down, Leo. That was a nice little chamber, though. Good. What does that say? Should I be doing the slow motion? Isn't slow motion? Isn't slow motion? It's no slow motion there. Right? So I didn't see the comment there. I wish it would beep every time there's a comment. It'd be really useful for me. But, or what you could do is put a little emoji in it. Yeah? Maybe a different one each time. Then I'll know the screen's changed. All right, anyway. So first degrees. We're going to go back to Kwange now. When you're doing the upset punches, So you go here, snap, round, and then the first one, the second one, slow motion, yeah, slow motion. This is the bit I want you to work on. From this, I'm in right walking stance left upset punch. You're going to step forward, but look what I've done with my belly button. I'm not facing straight square to the front anymore. I'm turning. You see that? I'm turning. I'm preparing the hand. So I'm here, step, down, down, up, down. And this is a high palm hooking block. I almost made the error there. But here, one. Okay? And then you can come back and do the other side. For example, I'm gonna go this way. I'll do this one again. This one, I can't remember where wasn't it? I was there, wasn't I? This is the one I demonstrated already. This is the one I'm gonna do. Here, prepare the hands. They don't stop. I'm gonna go prepare the hands. They move with the body. They don't stop. This is what we do at the beginning. And we go, right, put the hands there. That's the beginning. So now, a bit more training down the line. Right, so palm hooking block for first degrees. Okay. Keep going, Leo. Nah, hold on a minute. No. Try and make it sneaky. Right, when you're here, like that, sneaky. Don't go like this. You've got to make it subtle and sneaky. The reason is, when you do this, subtle, when you do it very subtly, the person doesn't realize you've moved, Alex. Yeah? When you're here and you move like this, it's very subtle. But as soon as you start moving your hand like this, the other person is going to, 1, pull, or 2, hit you. Because they sense you moving. The trick is that this does not move. That other person's got you, but they should not be able to feel you move, pull, or push, or anything. And then, you kick, because they've been caught unawares. So keep that in mind. You've got to do it sneaky like. All right? Now, first degree, you're not on, so I can't give you corrections and I can't give you any advice. I can only ask you to do something, and I'm hoping you're doing it. So, and then you're going to do the double step. So on this one, if I move the left foot, see how I'm moving it? I'm turning the body around, getting the hands ready, because I'm moving for a purpose, and that is to do a high palm hooking block. Right? Sombarat Gauchamaki, barrow if you like, Gauchamaki. The double step. I'm watching these guys on, because I can see them when I'm doing this as well, so there's a few delays there. That's a nice side kick. Who was that? Was it Alex? Crikey. You're catching up with Leo in the side kicks. Leo's side kicks are really good, but that was excellent. Yeah? Nice one, Leo. Good job. Right, so red belts now. That's fine. I'll have to see that live as well, just to make sure it's good. But bear these things in mind. Do a hashtag replay. Watch back and listen to the corrections or whatever, or watch the Zoom back again. But when you're doing these steps, always concentrate on what you're doing at this moment and not the next block or strike or punch or kick down the line. You're going to get to it, but you've got to do this one good before you move on to the next one. All right? So focus on the technique you're on before you move on to the next one. Make it good or make it excellent before before you move on. The red belts were here. Side kick, you strike, then you punch, and then you're going to do the turn. The turn itself is one that you've done in other patterns. So you're in a right walking stance, a right punch, and you do this knife hand guarding block. But when you do turns like this, I want you to be very, very careful that you're not stopping. So I'm going to turn round and get the guard in as I land. So it's one movement. Yeah, you picture this. If you think about a plane doesn't, like a fighter jet, doesn't go up like this, then turn around and then go again. A fighter jet will go round. That's what we're doing here. We don't want to stop. A fighter jet won't stop in mid-air, change direction and then go again. Yeah. So think about being a fighter jet when you're doing these turns. 4-directional punch turn, 4-directional block, chunji, dangun, dosan, monyo, all the way up. They've all got turns in them. And this one here for black belts is a side step, then a slip back. Okay, that's what you're going to do now. First degrees. You've done this. Don't forget what you've just done. Don't forget what you just practiced and what the emphasis was. The emphasis was on this step and getting the hands moving without stopping, a bit like what I was saying to the red belts. You go forward, 1, 2. You're going to step back now. And again, you don't stop. Some people do this. They're in this palm hooking block and they come up and then they stop and they go again. There isn't that. Same analogy. When you're doing the slide backwards or turning around, there's no stop. You don't stop in midair. A fighter jet won't do that. Here, so you've got to be like a fighter jet, even though you're on the floor. Once in motion, you keep moving until that technique is finished. So you should all be doing that now. Richibochirugi. Once you do the step forward, that's not continuous. I don't want to use continuous. But here, once in motion, you can just keep going backwards and forwards like this, walking. Backwards and forwards. Yeah, keep doing it like that. Forwards and backwards. Let's see how these red belts are getting on. That was a better one. That was good. That was Leo, I think. Let me see. Alex, good one. Yeah, both of you, well done. So you understand what I'm talking about the fighter jet. You've got to try and do this in all your patterns. It's always been that way, but sometimes people forget. When they turn around, they kind of pause and then they carry on. We don't want that because that's you losing momentum. And if you lose momentum, you've got to accelerate again. If you have to accelerate again, that means it's slower. Slower, less power. Boom, punch in the head, right? So you don't want to do that. Let's see what Lorcan's saying there. Is there a technical term for the slide or not, or newt? Slide or newt? Yes, there is, Lorcan, and it's in the handbook. Yeah? There is in the handbook. All right, so let's see. I'm just trying to think, what else do you guys need to know? Oh, right, it's okay, it's quite a lot of fitness there. Kicks meaning pattern, number of movements, the usual. Okay, oh, another question, the same one. I thought it was slip, but that's changing your... Okay, there is a slide, Logan. When you're doing the... yeah, when you're doing the double step, one there, Ibo Ongyo Ibo Onyo Didimyo Nagagi, I think it's called. I don't know. maybe don't quote me on that one. And the slide back when you're sliding, there is a shift as well, but there's two different parts of that happens. When you're going backwards, this sliding motion, Mikogi Dongchak, this is different. This is a sliding backwards, yeah? I'm trying to think, the backward shift. I don't think you have it in this pattern, the backward, with a backward shift. I don't think you have it in that one, so forget that one. Yeah, it is, I'm pretty sure if you look in the 8th cup thing, if you haven't got that thing, it's in the black belt group. If you can't find it, send me a message and I'll make sure it's more readily available. It should be there. Or I've sent it by email or something. What's that say? You're doing the alphabet now. What does that say? V, 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 V. Your finger's stuck in the keyboard. I don't know what you're doing, Lorcan. Your keyboard's got the hiccups. There's a lot of V, 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 V. I thought slip was changing your stance. But that's changing your stance. Slip. I think I know what you're saying. When you're slipping, well, it depends on which terminology you use, because a slip could be this. Yeah, let's not confuse the terminology. Just stick with the one that's in the book. This one, when you slide back, you're sliding back into stance. Right, red belt, you working hard? I hope so. It's hard, isn't it? If you don't train, then you won't know what it's like to train. So please practice like this when you're on time as well. I know Alex has been. I've seen his videos. All right. So now for red belts, you've done straight fingertip thrust, and you're going to do tiro-tura. But tiro-tura from dosan all the way up. Watch very closely. You're going here. It's down on the back leg. You're going to go down, up, down, up, down. Because you're doing a double step, you're doing it's two sine waves. I'll go this way. Look, down. I've got to bend this leg so I can lift this one. Up, down, up, down. So if it was dosan, yeah, or whatever the technique would be. Be down, up, down. So that's what I want you to practice. Straight fingertip thrust, down, up, down, up, down. And remember the thing about the fighter jet. It doesn't pause. Down, up, down, up, down. So the same with the black belts. Oh, what does he say now? Got it. Good job. Well done. So for black belts now, can't remember where we were. We just did the slipping back, didn't we? Slipping back, double step forward, slipping back. Double step forward, slipping back. So that's in Kwange. The next one I want you to do first degrees is I use this one first. Sang Chumok Seru Churugi first because it's in the pattern. So once you're in this position, you kind of know where you are in the pattern near the end. I want to make sure right foot, then left and left. All right, so I've gone right foot first, then left foot, middle front kicking down. I've just used this leg. I don't use it again. I use the other one and step back and guard. So that's it for the Joshua Dawson. I know he gets mixed up on this one sometimes. Here, stamp, then left foot, right foot kicks and down, turn towards that kicking leg. If you remember what you did in Chunji and all the rest of it, you just use that arm, you turn towards that direction. Well, with the kick, you just use that one, so you turn towards that direction, and then you guard. Then you high punch and repeat the set of movements with the same rules. Okay, so that's the last section from Sangjumok Sewichurugi all the way to the last high punch. That's what you're doing now. So practice that. The techniques, the names of the techniques, I think you know them all. I don't think there's anything in there that you shouldn't, that you don't know. Sanjiwa Seuchugi, Duji Bochurugi, Kande. Remember, it's middle. It's a middle front kick. Step down, turn away, Sonkal Derimaki. So make sure you get these techniques correct in the right order, in the right direction. And be like the fighter jet, there's no pausing. There's no pause. For potential black belts, that's to say the red belts, that's it, good. Now one more time for Leo. One. I can't see you, Leo, because you're off screen. You just have to go back a little bit, right? Okay, so the two red belts now, if you're in knife hand guarding block, it's 2 turning kicks and guard. But watch what happens. When I do the first kick, I do the second one fast motion, so I don't wait. I just go to this, 1, 2. But on this one here, for the knife hand guarding block, I've got to go kick, down, up, down. Okay? And that is a little trick. It's correct also. It's not just some fancy trick I've imagined. That trick will help you with your balance. Drop your body down helps you control your mass, which is your body, right? So you've done the first kick, 1, second one, 2, down, up, down, and land in a knife hand guarding block. So make sure you do that last down, up, down. Go on, Leo, you go. First, I can't see anything, guys. I don't know what you're doing on the Zoom, so apologies. Hopefully it's something I'll ask you to do. Just checking something. Right, okay. I'm just wondering. I'm wandering backwards. Step, turn, double step, turn. Here, turn. Anyway, so Leo, you're practicing, yeah? Oh, hold on, Leo. That's a little bit fast. From that punch to the knife hand guarding block was too fast. Do the punch. Center line punch, yeah? Now, the next one, down, up, down, go. Nice. And then go, down, up, down. Good. Tiro, tura, down, up, down. Boom. 2 turning kicks and a block. Go. 1, 2, down, up, down. Very good. That's it. I'm just watching Alex now. So let's see, Alex. Turning kick, down, up, down. Good. Right. Leo's got the turning kicks because he's been doing it a long time, right? But something you've got to realize on the turning kicks, you've got to get the foot round. It's almost, if you took a photograph, you could almost ask the question, is that a turning kick or a side kick? Because the toes are lower than the heel. The turning kick shouldn't be like this. It should be like this. Yeah? So make sure that you get, I'll do this way. It's a side kick. My left leg's a little bit funny today. There's side kick and a turning kick, can't do it. Side kick and a turning kick are the same, not this. Side kick and a turning kick. Right? Okay, we've come to the end, unfortunately, but that's the way it is. Time runs out on us all. Please watch the replay of this on Facebook and do the techniques again, on YouTube as well. And do the techniques again, because any chance you get to make the techniques better increases the chance of you getting graded, doesn't it? Yeah, if you're up for grading or if you've got competition and you want to perfect your techniques, the best way to win the medals in the competition and the grading is to practice the techniques. And if you've got these videos, you can listen and watch and make your techniques even better just by practicing. So go back and watch the Facebook and the YouTube. I will put the Zoom up at some point, so you guys will get the Zoom as well in the Facebook group. Okay, so well done tonight. Get yourselves off to your beds early and get up in the morning. If you haven't got school, great. That means you've got more practice time. See you all later on. Well done. Bye for now. Well done, guys. See you next class.